Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkelzunky and welcome back to another episode of the Ironman progress. So before we get into doing anything, first we're going to set our goals for this series. Now in the last episode I did talk about going for some Ascension signets, and I will eventually be doing that as well. But the first thing that we want to go for is train some smithing, and I set my goal to 88 smithing because that is the level where it becomes really easy to boost for the attuned crystal weapons. I know you can stew when you're a lower level than that, but one other thing to remember is I also want to be able to make the Tetsu armor and swords, and those require 90 and 92 smithing, and to my knowledge you cannot boost for them, so I'm going to have to get a really high smithing level anyway. So I'm starting to work towards that. I'm using these perfect juju mining potions that are updated recently to work with the goldsmithing gauntlets, so they're now much better, and they last for an entire hour per dose. So I will be working a lot of smithing. I have a ton of porters to use up, a lot of these potions left to use up, and I need to get 2.6 million smithing XP. So I'm hoping that I can do that with a combination of some gold and the addy ore and coal that I have in my bank to use at the Artisans workshop. Okay, cool, so we're about to get 80 smithing here, which is awesome. That's another skill to 80, and also with smithing, which, now that I think about it, I am using all my XP on herblore, so smithing is probably the hardest skill in the game to level up. I can make obsidian gloves. You need 85 to make full obsidian, and then who knows, maybe doing 5 kilns for money might be an option in the future. I might consider that, because the obsidian armor makes that so much easier. But yeah, I got to 80, I've done 270k smithing XP, in about the past 30 hours or so, something like that. Not completely mining those hours, but these perfect juju mining potions are so good. I decided to take advantage of the latest Amelod voice of Saren so that I can get 83 summoning, and the reason for that is because I can now make lava titans in 2.2k total. A new milestone hit there, and lava titans are going to be great to make. I can also make Spear Diagonos, maybe not so great, but lava titans are going to be amazing because they boost mining level by 10, and I think they last an hour compared to the obsidian golems where they last about 45 minutes and boost by 7. So it's just an upgrade over the golems. I'll make some lava titans. They should make mining a little bit easier. Okay, I'm finally done with Artisans Workshop. I spent a couple days here, and yeah, it took a long time because for anyone that's done Artisans Workshop, you know that smithing ingots isn't particularly fast. So I made a ton of adamant ingot eyes and mithril ingot eyes, and the reason why I did that is because that gives the most smithing XP per ore used, and I used up about 30k coal or something. So I definitely went through a lot of Artisans Workshop, but I managed to get a ton of smithing XP, over 1 million smithing XP just from Artisans Workshop itself, and I'm very close to 86 smithing. I still have not even smelted most of my gold bars, so I have a lot left to do, but this is a major smithing obstacle that is finally done. Okay, cool, I just got a mining level, and this time it's 89 mining, and that means harmonized adamantite, which is going to be awesome. Also Saren stones, so I can finally be done with living rock caverns forever. I never have to come back here because I can make Saren stones now. So that's going to be the best mining XP in game for Ironman, at least up until 99. Who knows, maybe I'll go for 99 mining someday. I've very much enjoyed getting to 89 because it's so AFK, but I am done with living rock caverns now. Okay, so we just finished off Birthright of the Dwarves. That was a much easier boss fight than I remember it being, but hey, didn't take too long, and I got, well, the main reason I did this quest is because 100k smithing XP is amazing. Also, I got a ton of bars. I didn't even know I could get those, but apparently you can, and a good amount of strength XP and mining XP as well. So BOTD done, one of the harder quests in the game, and this means I'm going to get level 89 smithing, which unlocks the ability to smelt corrupted ore without boosting, which is going to be super nice. And I just have one more smithing level to go until I can make Tetsu and attuned weapons and a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. So 500k smithing XP, that's going to take a while with corrupted ore, but man, I'll get it done. I'm taking some time away from mining and smithing in order to make some potions because I got a lot of herbs in my bank, and we get 88 herblore here, which means that I can finally make my first extremes without having to boost. So I can make a bunch of extreme attacks. I do have a ton of herblore stuff in my bank, if you look here. So hopefully I'll be able to get up to 89 and then make some extreme strengths as well. And we're getting closer and closer to overloads, but I'm just making some Ceridome and brews. I'm going to have tons of them for whenever I eventually decide to do some Araxi. Alright man, I can't believe we're finally going to finish this. This has been my goal for so long, I'm not even sure what to do next. But we finally got 90 smithing, that's insane. This is probably the hardest skill on Ironman, considering I'm doing herblore using Jack of Trades, so that pretty much covers that. But I got smithing to 90, and I can now claim my free attuned crystal seed, and I can make attuned crystal weaponry. I can now make Tetsu armor in ports when I eventually get there. I can make DFSs. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff that you can do at 90. And I got this done. I probably don't have to worry about smithing again for a long time. Let's go make an attuned crystal bow. Okay, cool. I got my attuned crystal weapon seed. I'm going to be making a bow here. I was considering maybe going for a staff, but the problem is these attuned seeds are extremely rare. I did try camping elves for about 6 hours, and I didn't get anything, so I think I'm just going to stick with the bow for now. But attuned crystal bow, this thing is going to be much easier to repair than the royal crossbow, and also killing those ascension bosses, they're weak to arrows, not the bolts. So the crystal bow is going to be even better. So the attuned crystal is the best level 80 weapons that you can get in the game, and I have one. Who knows, one day maybe I'll do an elf task and get a seed, and then I can make myself a staff as well. But this is an awesome goal, done and out of the way. I'm just here to remind you all that once the hype train starts rolling, it cannot be stopped. 95 prayer. You know what that unlocks? That's turmoil achieved. I can now use the best prayer in the game, and that's going to help out so much for PVM. I still have a lot of other stuff to do. Still got to get overloads. I'm a ways off of those, but 95 prayer is now done. I can finally be done with the prayer grind for quite a while. I'm not really going for 99, and it's time to work on training my stats up and getting overloads and all that stuff as well. Sweet, I just completed all the tasks in Sears Village, and that is all the sets. I even did the elite ones, so I will be able to get an enhanced Excalibur and quite a few XP lamps as well. So that's pretty hype. The enhanced Excalibur is going to be awesome for healing during Slayer tasks and PVM and all that stuff, so I'll go grab everything, and it's also a pretty decent offhand as well. Upgrade over the offhand Dragon Dagger that I'm currently using. Okay, sweet. Time to claim all my rewards. There's the hard rewards. And I will have to go buy my new Enhanced Excalibur because I don't have that yet. Sears Handbend 3, and then I can talk to him again. And I've also completed all the elite tasks, so I should be able to put all these lamps in herblore. That's the hard lamp, only 10k XP, but it's the elite lamps what I'm really after. And all of these should be a good amount of XP. I might get an herblore level, maybe not, still 132k to go. And I think this last one is like 80k XP. Oh, never mind, maybe not, but still, got a lot of herblore XP, getting pretty close to 90. Sears had been 4, and I'll go get my elite enhanced Excalibur now, and that will be super handy for combat. Okay, so I decided it was a good idea to do some fish flingers because I am going for the fishing outfit. Just got 82 fishing also, and so I have the top and bottom already, and I can now buy the fishing waders, so I'm going to buy those. All I have left to get is the boots, and then I'll have a 5% fishing XP bonus. But the main reason I want to start off with fish flingers is because the whaler is probably going to be the most useful ports guide to unlock. I already have one that can get me the Death Lotus materials, and I really need a guy who can get me materials in order to make the Tetsu swords and the Tetsu bodies. So I will need 90 fishing in order for that. I already have the smithing level to make the Tetsu armor. It's going to take a while to get 90 fishing from 82, but this might be my goal for a little while, and it's AFK, which is great as well. I could probably knock off 90 fishing in just a couple days, and in the long run that will really pay off with ports. Wow, are you serious? My first TD's task, I get dragon limbs! Well, that's awesome. I kind of wasted some Slayer points putting these on Prefer because I was like, you know what, I'll do TDs for Slayer till I get limbs. And it took, I don't know, like 30-40 kills or so, and I got them already. Well, that is the limbs for my Ascension crossbow whenever I eventually get that. And I'm going to go cancel this task because it's horrible without any boosting potions and with only tier 80 weapons and slow. But I'm done with TDs, and okay, I'll admit, that was pretty lucky. Alright, I'm about to get one step closer to herblore after collecting my reward here. Reward book, put it in herblore, almost 20k XP. And there's 90 herblore, which is awesome. I can now make extreme defenses without potting, so that might be something I do once I have some more lantidims. I don't have any at the moment. But one thing is these Cathixian butterflies came out today for the Easter event. Well, came out. It's the third time they've been in the game. But my lowest skill currently is thieving, and I really don't want my Cathixian butterflies XP going to thieving because thieving is really easy and quick to train. But however, runecrafting is a skill I absolutely detest, so I might try to get thieving up significantly higher than runecrafting so I can get a couple runecrafting levels off of the butterflies. That might be my goal for today. Taking advantage of another Amlon Voice of Saren. All these Voice of Sarens are great. This is pretty much when I do my skilling. I'm going to do another inventory of Granite Lobsters, and that's going to get me 88 summoning, so I can now make Unicorn Stallions, which might be useful for PVM. I might want to try out some God War's Dungeon using Unicorn Stallion. That's the best use I can think of for it. But I do have some Unicorn Horns in bank, so I'm going to make a few pouches and a few scrolls, and do summoning for the rest of this Voice of Saren. Okay, I've been doing some more fish flingers, and it's time to get the last piece of the fishing outfit. After the past couple games, I have enough tokens to afford it. So now I have the full thing, full 5% fishing experience boost when I'm catching fish, which is awesome. So I'm done with that for fish flingers, but I'm going to continue try to get a couple of the tackle boxes because they'll be very, very handy in the future when I eventually go to LRC and start to fish rocktails. The tackle box helps a lot with banking time. Okay, I'm finishing up this quest, the final part of the Dimension of Disaster quest, which is pretty awesome, I guess, but managed to get a decent amount of XP, I suppose. But Dimension of Disaster is done, and the main reason I did this is for the upgraded Darklight, because it's a really, really awesome weapon. It should mean I can now do Calgarian Demons and tasks like that, which are really difficult with traditional weapons. But yeah, I got the quest done. It was actually quite fun. Time-consuming, but I enjoyed the quest a lot. Okay, I'm going to be buying the Darklight upgrade here for 5 silver pennies, so I'll go ahead and buy that. And I'm not really sure what the Argrith Nar boss fight and the Zamorgil boss fight are. May buy those in the future, but the main thing that you can spend the coins on is like cosmetic stuff. I'm not really too stressed about this kind of stuff. I mostly just went for the Darklight, but now it's time to test out the Darklight versus some of these demonic creature tasks, and from what I've heard, this sword is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I failed and I missed the level, but we just got 97 Slayer, which means that 2 levels away from 99. I think I am going to be going for 99 Slayer, just because, well, it's been a long time that I've been playing on this count, and no 99s have been achieved yet. Getting close to some. Magic, Constitution, maybe the first one. One of those two, in fact, Magic or Constitution, the way things have been going. However, I'm going to continue slaying. Got Elves at the moment, one of the best tasks in the game, and hopefully I'll get another attuned weapons lead so I can make myself a tier 80 melee weapon, because I still have yet to get one of those. But a couple more days of hard Slayer, we could probably get there. So the Rarari camping has finally begun in earnest. I'll probably be spending a lot of time at these creatures. When I need to AFK, hopefully I'll be able to find more spots in this first room, because it's a lot better for AFKing than by the Laboratory Tertius. However, I managed to pick up a few keystones this trip. I think I'm getting about 5 to 6 per hour. And my strategy for Rarari is I pray Magic, and then I can get all the healing I need through the Enhanced Excalibur and Bunyips. As long as I have both of those, I don't need any food at all, which is great. I could use Soul Split as well, I guess, but Soul Split drains your prayer faster than Deflect Magic. So if I can get along with using fewer prayer pots, I'm down with that. I only have 17 keystones saved up because I've been more focusing on getting 99 Slayer than camping the Rarari, but I am going to make a trip to the Legions just to see if we can't pick ourselves up a Signet. So I'm going to start off with 3 Primus, 3 Secundus. I got Quartus, Sextus, and Tertius to use up as well on future trips, so hopefully we can get the first piece of the crossbow. Okay, I used up all my keys. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off with any keystones, but that's fine. You can't win every single time, but I'll be continuing to camp these Rarari, and hopefully we'll get the first Signet very soon. I did get an extra keystone from some of my killing, so I got an extra boss kill in there as well. And that brings us to a total of 34 Legion kills so far, and the drop rate is supposedly 1 in every 64, so I have another 30 Legions to go before we're due a Signet, but that's not too bad. 34 is a good start, and I will go back to camping Rarari. So I wanted to set myself a goal for the next episode, and that's to get the first 99 on this account, whether it will be 97 range to 99, or 99 HP, or 99 Slayer, I don't really know. Well, it can't be Slayer because HP is already fairly far ahead of Slayer, so I think that would be mathematically impossible. But it might be range, could be magic, could be HP. I don't really know. It depends on what task Morvran assigns me. But anyway, that's all for me. Also, one other thing that I do want to work on in the next episode and achieve is the devotion ability. I don't yet have it, but I can get it by killing God War's dungeon bosses, and that ability is going to come in super handy for killing these Ascension Legions, because it just means that you can then use the rapid fire ability on them and get a lot faster kills, so that's something I want to get as well. Anyway, that's all for me. I'll see you guys next time. Farewell.